We'll hear next from Jack Hudson, the Inner Sanctum.
Hi, Paul. Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations on a great show. Thank you very much. I wanted to talk a bit about Bronson Reed, especially in that ladder match. He had a couple of amazing spots. How remarkable is it to see a guy of that size be able to do those things in the ring and in the ladder match? Yeah, I mean, he's incredible, right? His way he was in there. But one of the things that I liked best, about that, and even the show tonight, you saw a lot of different things, but you also saw a lot of people get opportunities that haven't had them before. So you see Finn Balor in there with Timothy Thatcher having a totally different kind of match and just going in there and putting on a wrestling clinic, technical wrestling clinic, and in my opinion, just tearing it up. Now that's a different style for everybody, but it's fresh and it's new and it's different. And for Thatcher, that's an amazing opportunity. You go to the ladder match and you see all the people in there that are getting that success and getting that opportunity at that level. You have the veterans in there, but then to see a Damian Priest who comes out as North American champion, to see a Bronson Reed that gets the opportunity not only on the lead into this, but in the match itself to become a star. And to me, along the last month or so and tonight, Bronson Reed stamped himself as 100% certified a star. Cameron Grimes stamped himself 100% certified a star. Those are big moments for me. Damian Priest did as well. Those are big, coming to the table moments and earning your space there, earning your seat at the table, and they all did that tonight. It's one thing to set it up, it's one thing to get them there, and then for them to earn it in that moment. I was really proud of all of them tonight, and they just took it to a whole nother level. And then, even Candace getting involved in that, which was just, insane and awesome. I loved it. And so that's a great showcase for everybody involved, and really kind of, to me, showcase the depth of what we have when you can bring that level of talent to the table. They deliver at that level, and you're still not even talking about a lot of the top stars in the brand. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Congratulations again. Thank you so much.
Next up is Alistair McGeorge, Metro UK.
Hi, Paul. How's it going? Good. How are you? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Ready to go to bed soon, I think. But, yeah, great show tonight, and obviously a big title change so soon into Keith Lee's kind of first reign. So I was just wondering, obvious question, but where does Keith Lee go from here? Well, I think that's the thing that you have to watch now, right? And so, things don't just happen. They're there for a reason. It's storytelling across the board, and things happen for a reason. So my thing now was, I don't want to give anything away. So you just have to watch now. But Keith is a star, certified star, and I think that he has proved that over the last year, and I think he's proved that over the last few months, and it's a piece of a storyline. Sometimes I think in today's moment in time, people are they just react to the moment, and that's understandable, but knowing where things are going and knowing when you watch them through for the next following months, you see like, oh, okay, great, I understand why all of this happened. And, sometimes those things change. Obviously, there was injuries tonight, too, and those pieces all, that changes dynamics of everything. But people will understand over time that here's why things were done in the way they were. Yeah, perfect. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Let's go to Alex McCarthy, TalkSport UK.
Hey, Alex. Hi, Paul. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. Yourself? Yeah, very good, thank you. A great show. I particularly loved the ladder match in there, and I know that Jimmy Gargano and Vince been doing two more of the established stars, I would guess, in that match. You went to Damian Priest as the winner, but like you said, great performances for Bronson Reed, and it's just a great match, really, where you could have gone in a number of directions. So, the other three that were in the match, how much consideration did you give to who was going to go over, I guess,
had plans for Priest, or was it really hard to decide once you started putting it back together?
So I think, you know, you would say that when you first put all this together, you have a definitive idea of where you want to go with it. And then as it's taking place over the weeks, you start to second guess yourself. You know, you start to see different things happen, and you start going like, wow, this really the greatest thing happens is when you see talent. Like you said, when you talk about those three breakout stars, I think you could look at it and we could have put it on Priest, and people would have gone, oh my God, that was the right call, it's so good. I think you could have put it on Cameron Grimes, and he would have had incredible heat with it and would have done really incredibly well with it and done something special with it. You also could have done it with Bronson, and people would have felt like it was Greg with all the momentum that he had, right? Now, those are choices that as you get closer, you start going like, geez, man, I want to look at this again and make sure I'm doing the right thing here. But Damian Priest, you know, he's a talent that, it's funny, I used to watch him places and think like, and he's got all this charisma and all this ability and all this stuff, and he really just kind of, they neutral him everywhere, and he's never really fully given the opportunity to shine. He came in here and took him a little bit of while to get his footing, and in the last, you know, I don't know, you know, I'm not terrible at time, so in the last, 6 months or so, maybe a little bit more than that, he has really come into his own where I feel like he's not playing the role anymore. He just is. And to me, that's when this is the best, when guys just are. And, even when I see him backstage, I see him walking around, and I see him everywhere. He just is Damian Priest now, and that is the magic of it for me. And I think that fans see that. And whether they can articulate it or not, I think they feel it. And that's the thing to me. It's a feel business. And when you can feel that, when you can feel that authenticity from somebody like him, to where he can be himself. And being yourself sometimes is the hardest thing to do in this business. Sometimes it's not a good thing. Sometimes it's a great thing. Being himself, he just happens to be a larger-than-life personality of a person. So when he is just himself, I always felt like every time I saw him work and everything else, I always felt like he was a lesser version of him. And now he's finally being him and letting us into who he is, and it works. It's magic. And he's been on fire lately, and I can't say enough good stuff about him as a talent and a human being. So I'm extremely happy for him. But again, not to take away from anybody else in the match, but he's earned the spot for sure. And I want to go to thanks. While we're on it too, and I'll get to the next question. But I want to talk, because it hasn't been brought up yet. But Io and Dakota, I just thought Io and Dakota tore it up tonight and continue the legacy of NXT. It's just amazing to me that the women almost now in NXT can go out there and almost raise the bar every single time they're in the ring. Somebody like Dakota Kai can go out there and do what she does at that level with Io Shirai and just tear it up. And people are like, yeah, that's what they do in NXT. It's what the women do. It's become the normal thing. And you can look at the talent that have come through here. You can look at the talent that are here now, and the talent that will be here in the future. And man, I just, it's hard for me to put in words how good the women's division and the women have been across the board. The athletes, what they do, all of it, and how big that's been. From Io and Dakota tonight, and Rhea and Raquel just coming in and having a quick moment at the end, but like, man, you felt that. When you get on the other side of it, and you start to look back at all the other stuff, man, and you can make a list of just athlete after athlete after athlete in that women's division that just has raised the bar consistently for 30 takeovers now. It's been amazing.
I totally agree. I like a lot of exciting things. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll do 2 more questions, and then we'll get ready for SummerSlam tomorrow in the Thunderdome.
And next we'll go to Dustin Barrasso, Sports Illustrated.
Thank you, Paul. Just after the show. Good evening.
Thank you so much.
I have a question more connected to the show. But before I ask, was there an official statement on Morrow missing tonight's takeover?
Morrow just wasn't available tonight. The great thing for me is Corey Graves. But since we announced TakeOver 30, Corey Graves did commentary on the first one, and he's been wearing me out about doing commentary on this one. since we first mentioned it, and more was unavailable, and here we are. And I thought he did a phenomenal job. I thought Vic, and Beth did an amazing job, and thank him for being here, and thank him for wanting to be here because, like I said, he did the first one. It was so meaningful to him. I mean, just for him getting done last night, and big day tomorrow and all that. But when I tell you, he was wearing me out about being here. He was wearing me out, so it was awesome.
Well, the question I guess kind of connects to two to me cornerstones of NXT. Sasha and Bayley were present for the show tonight, which I thought meant a lot. It's been 5 years since their classic takeover match, one that set a new standard across pro wrestling. What did their presence tonight's show, TakeOver 30, symbolize for you?
Man, so I break this down a lot of times to passion. And the thing that I respect the most is anybody that is super passionate about this. It really just, it sticks with me. And when people like Sasha and Bayley, it doesn't matter what we're doing, if they're in town and they're here, I know I will get a text during that day from one of the two of them saying, hey, can we come by tonight to say hello, to see everybody, and hey, if you want to put us in a show, we'd love to do something too. Oh, by the way, if you want us to work, we're happy to do that too. Oh, by the way, if you need us there on Wednesday, we'll show up for that too. They love this. And their passion to want to come here and be a part of it and contribute to it and contribute to the future of it. And they come here and they see everybody that's here. And man, just seeing them lights me up when they're here. It really does. Drew McIntyre, same thing. These are the people that I did some ESPN media with Drew McIntyre yesterday, and then as we were getting on the phone to do it, the first thing he said to me is, "Hey, can I come to TakeOver?" It's that level of passion of people that they don't have to. They just want to. They want to be a part of it. They want to be here. They want to be engaged in it, and that to me is awesome. To want to do it, to have the passion to do it, and to want to, whether it's give back or be a part of it, or just witness it, or be here and see it. That's the stuff that I love, and there's a lot of talent. And so trust me, there's a lot of talent that call and would love to be here tonight, and they were like, I don't get in until after the show, or I got to do this media thing, so I can't be there. But man, if I get done early, I'm going to come by. Is that okay? Can you make sure security lets me into the lot, or hey, do I, is medical still going to be there? Because in this time we all got to check in, right, and everything, and go through the process. So it's awesome to see that level of passion from the talent, the pride that they take in NXT of what they went through when they were here, their fond remembrance of it, and what it means to them, and then they're wanting to get back to that next gen and also come back here and be a part of it. I can't tell you how many talent have come here that went through this, and if they come back here to Full Sail, this just happened to me a few weeks ago with somebody that was here, and they just said, oh my God, I'm more nervous about this than I've been for pay-per-views and stuff like that. I haven't been here in so long. It's such a great place, and I don't know, it just brings back memories for them. So that to me, it means everything. Everything. I appreciate it. Thanks, Paul. Thank you, Justin. Okay, next question will be our final one.
And that question will come from Brad Lewis, new sub.
Thanks for your time today, Paul. How are you?
Hey, Brett. I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. Hey, look, you stole my thunder a bit talking about Dakota, and I might be a little bit biased, but I really think there was a star-making performance from her tonight. Just tell me a little bit, dive a little bit about her development. Especially since the heel turn last year, she's really developed the character. She hung with arguably the best women's wrestler on the planet tonight and really made a star of herself.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. To see her growth and development from the sort of person that came in here that was just comfortable being the friend of the other people to the person that was, in some ways, like we did the creative where she was petrified of Shayna Baszler because you could almost see it in her that she was intimidated by a lot of the bigger stuff, and you could almost see see it in her face and her eyes, and I was like, well, we're just going to run with that, you know. But to see where she's come to where she is now, to see her step into it herself, and to see her go out there, you know, week after week and put on great performances, to see her get the microphone and cut promos that are great, and to see her go out there tonight, and as you said, Io Shirai, arguably, you know, and this is, I mean, this across the board for everybody. You know, you can make the argument that she's the greatest female performer today in ring. To go out there and hang with her at that level and do an amazing job with it, and I think there were, you know, to make you believe. It's awesome. Can't say enough good stuff about her and her growth. Likewise with Raquel Gonzalez, you know, to see the shift that she has gone from just the sort of nervous performer to all of a sudden being this giant badass force behind Dakota Kai, and you believe it, and you feel it, and she believes it, and she feels it, and then Rhea Ripley comes out there like a force of nature, and the two of them squaring off. Like, to me, it just in that brief moment, star-making moment for both of them. Those are special things, and again, hats off to Dakota Kai, just earning it every step of the way, and she had a win or lose, man. She had a star-making night across the board. She is a player, absolutely, and one of the best in-ring female performers in the world, bar none.
Thanks, Paul. When all this COVID's over, bring NXT to New Zealand, mate, so we can see her in person.
I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait.
All right, folks, got to wrap up tonight's conference call. I'll turn it back from the phone for a few closing comments.
Hey, so I want to thank everybody for being a part of this and being a part of the call. I thought we had an epic night tonight, and we pretty much covered everything match-wise and everything else. I want to put over the staff and the crew here for what we did, and our partners here at Full Sail, because, you know, they make it possible for us to do what we do here, and no matter what we ask them, it's like, absolutely, let me figure out how we can do it. Man, I cannot say, Full Sail, one, is just it is a hub for what we do behind the scenes, and what they teach these kids here is amazing. The college itself, amazing. But from partners for us, there is no better partner on the planet. Full Sail, can't say it enough. And then on that topic, I would like to say, as I read some speculation, you know, about Joe Belcastro, that has been the lead writer of NXT for a long period of time, and we have a great team here. And Joe has made amazing contributions to NXT, and I want to thank him for that, because he's going to move on to some other things. He had, you know, much like everybody, he had some dreams that he wanted to try to accomplish in life, and he found himself here in a position where if he didn't leave now and try to do those other things, he was like, I will never do it because I love it here so much, and I you know, I don't want to kick myself years from now down the road for never taking the shot of trying to do these other things. So you know, that's the hardest thing in the world to do, is give up something you love to try to accomplish something else that you love. My hat's off to him, all the respect in the world. Thank him for his accomplishments here. He moves on to different things, and hopefully he succeeds at those. But if he doesn't, the door's always open, because once you're NXT, you're always NXT, and he's welcome back here at any time. He's been a big part of this, but the team that is behind him, he's done a great job of having everybody ready and willing and able to go to that next level. So we won't miss a beat. It will be awesome, and thank him again for his contributions. Good luck with his future, and like we say in the business, it's never goodbye, it's see you down the road. Joe Belcastro will see you down the road, and with that, I will wrap this up. Thank you all for 30 amazing takeovers, for participating always in this, and again, like I said before, I cannot wait to be able to do this with all our fans in person, to be able to do these media events after with all of you in person, and just see everybody, because it truly is the lifeblood of